What is up, guys? It is your friendly neighborhood UberGoose here, and what is this game? This is Tribes Ascend, which, if you didn't know, is a first-person shooter. It is completely free, and it's currently in open beta, so you can actually just go to the website that I will link, hopefully, in the description below, and that will allow you to go create your account and start playing. I'm gonna give a slight overview of this. I've been told that there was an original Tribes game. I don't know for sure because I never played it. Um, but this is apparently like in the same vein as that game. It's like really fast-paced, really, I guess, it's really skill-based a lot of the time. But it's very interesting because there's 9 classes. As you can see, you start with 3 unlocked, 1 in each category. And I don't know if there's actually a category name, but I'm gonna call these the light guys. Like, these are light, because they have the lowest HP, and they move the fastest and deal a good chunk of damage, but they require a lot of accuracy. Like Pathfinder, the one you start with, you have, as you can see over here, is the loadout. There's light spin fuser, shotgun, impact nitron, etc. All these things. The light spin fuser is a very accuracy-based weapon, and the shotgun is kind of close range. And I'm gonna hold off until going like deeper into the class loadouts until I get to the class that I've been playing. But like here, there's a rifle, and this is the sniper class. And there is travel time on bullets, making them not that much better than projectile things like the spin fusers. Spin fuser and the rifle are pretty much like, they're very similar in terms of how easy it is to hit with them. Plus the spin fuser things generally have an AoE. In fact, they all do, I'm pretty sure. Infiltrator is the stealth class, so if you want to think about it in like TF2 sense, because that's what a lot of people know nowadays, Pathfinder is basically scout, Sentinel is basically sniper, Infiltrator is spy, Soldier is not actually soldier. It's more like, I don't even know. The rest of these don't really fit in to TF2 except for that. That's obviously going to be engineer. But soldier, this guy is what a lot of people will choose because he's pretty easy to learn. He has an actual gun, and he has grenades, etc. Stuff like that. He's pretty cool. I don't like him too much. This is not the class I've been playing. And if you think about it, process of elimination, I'm definitely playing this class, Juggernaut. But technician's basically engineer. They have turret. They have an SMG, and their secondary, as you can see, is the improved repair 2. Yeah, it gets cut off right there. I don't know why. That's kind of obnoxious, but my OCD's kicking in. Raider, he's the beefiest, I believe, of the medium armor class. So, yeah, his pack is a shield pack. He has an SMG, and he has a buster, which is basically a dropping. Okay, there's obviously bullet weapons, which they're not really bullets, but like rifle or assault rifle, same thing. SMGs, you know. And then there's 2 different kind of projectile weapons. There's the spin fuser, which shoots in a straight line, has AoE when it hits the ground, like it has a blast radius, and it does a lot of damage if you hit directly, and then a good chunk of damage if you hit with the splash. And then there's also the thumpers, I guess, or the buster. I guess, yeah, the buster's the same thing. It's a dropping projectile that does AoE and explodes after time rather than impact. I do believe it does explode on impact though, but it does take time. The class that I've been playing is Juggernaut. They move the slowest. They have so much more HP than everything else. Their primary is a mortar, which is insane. And their secondary is the spin fuser. and um, I personally like Juggernaut the best, but that's just me. Then there's Doombringer, which is basically the heavy because they have the chain gun. I don't know what the saber launcher is. Obviously, I haven't unlocked this guy yet, but anyway. Brute, they have a heavy spin fuser and auto shotgun. This is the guy that you want to play if you are like trying to bust down their entrance or something. Like you're just trying to charge into their throats. But I'm going to go a little deeper into the classes with my favorite, the Juggernaut. So as you can see, every class has all these things here. Right now, they haven't implemented any extra skins. As you can see, there's nothing. But they do have multiple of everything else. So there's a lot of customization that goes into it. Also, you can check out what they look like, because there's 2 tribes in the game. And now I'm blanking on their names, but it's irrelevant. I think it's Blood Eagle and something. Whatever. Anyway, primary weapon for the Juggernaut. As you can see, they only have 2 in. I believe it's the same for all classes and all primary and secondary guns. There's only 2 of them. But as you can see, these stats are actually identical. But the Merv launcher apparently has a bigger radius. But the mortar does like, I want to say like 1,300 damage. And to put that into perspective, the light armor class, I believe, has 600 health. No. 800. I want to say 800 health. So this will one-shot the light class. Medium armor class has 1,500, I want to say. So it almost kills them. And then heavy has 2,400. So it doesn't kill them, but does like about half. So that's that. I ramble a little bit, but as you can see, there's upgrades down here that you purchase with XP, which you just get for playing. And all of the upgrades are pretty much the same for every class and every weapon. There's plus ammo, plus damage, and then plus ammo. As you can see, it's the same with this one that I haven't unlocked yet. But yeah. Then secondary, we have a spin fuser, which I do have 2 upgrades in because I love this weapon and it is insane. But then as you can see, there's the LMG, which you can get, which is interesting because as you can read up here, improved anti-air capability. Spin fuser's pretty much impossible to hit when somebody's in the air, and I haven't shown any gameplay yet, so that might mean nothing right now, but you'll see when we get there. But for now, just know that LMG is basically what you'd use to hit people in the air. As you can see, there are different upgrades for LMG, including clip size, and that's simply because there's no clip size for a spin fuser. You just have however many shots you have. So there's that. Then belt items. Generally, it's a grenade. I believe all the classes just start with a grenade here of some sort. And for the Juggernaut, it's an heavy AP grenade, which does a lot of damage against people, but not a lot to structures. Which it's pretty good. Like I've only done deathmatch so far, but ooh, I could get another one. You're not gonna hit with it very often. It's more of like, it's a lot more zone control than it is I'm trying to kill you. You more throw it to discourage people from running that direction. But if it does hit, it does a huge amount of damage. And then the second one is the spin fuser disc, which is basically the same as the spin fuser, except you just kind of throw it. That's about it. And it explodes. Yeah, I don't know anything about this. Like, once again, I don't have it unlocked, so I can't speak from experience, but I would believe that, ooh, whoops, belt item. I'd believe that you get multiple, I could be wrong, but I feel like you would kind of have to have multiple for this to be good at all, but then again, there are upgrades to get more, so I could be wrong. And then we go to armor, I believe. No, pack first. There's only one pack for each class, but right now, I think, no, maybe one class, maybe the light class has a second one. But anyway, these do something passively. Like, you don't activate these, I don't think. If you do, it's not obvious how you do it, because I've been playing the game for a while. I'm rank 3, so, or level 3, whatever you want to call it. I don't think you activate it. I'm pretty sure it's just passive, because it says starts when out of combat, so yeah. Basically, for Juggernaut, it just makes it so you heal to full, as long as you can avoid the battle for a little bit, which is really handy. I like it a lot, and it kind of makes the class awesome, in my opinion. And then we go to armor upgrades. These ones, as you can see across the bottom, they just kind of are upgrades. Generally good to get. Like I got upgrade 1, which is an extra 100 health. So, I mean, they're just good stuff. But then we move on to perks, which these cost a lot of XP. Like there's 18,000, 18,000. Actually, all of them will cost 18,000, I think. Yeah, but they are the same for every class. I don't think they go cross-class when you unlock them. Actually, they might. Actually, I definitely think they do go cross-class when you unlock them. But they all do something different. There's a lot to go through, so I'm actually not going to. But I'm going to go over them really quick. So if you want to pause the video to read one, you can do that. So there you go. That's basically it. Then we have secondary perks, which, same thing. There's a lot to go through, so I'm just going to go over them. So if you want to pause and look at them, go for it. If not, whatever. And then once again, skin, they don't have it implemented yet. But that's pretty much it for the class customization and whatnot. I'm actually going to double check. I'm pretty sure, yeah, these guys get a second pack. Yeah, it just does stuff. But all the classes have all this customization, so once the game is actually released, I feel like there's going to be a lot of variety in the games. As of right now, it's a lot of Pathfinders and not a lot of anything else, just kind of duking it out with the default weapons, but that stuff will change over time. And hopefully for me, I'm planning on actually just sticking with Juggernaut, like, because Doombringer doesn't seem that fun, and Brute doesn't seem that fun. I just really like the way Juggernaut plays, especially with the mortar. So I'm gonna stick with him for now, and I will actually play a game, and that'll be a separate video. But for now, I hope you enjoyed. There should be a link in the description to sign up for the open beta, and you don't even have to like wait for anything. It just happens. You can download it right there. It's a small game. I think it's 2.5 gigs. So yeah, it's not that graphically intensive, because you can't modify. I'll even show you the settings. Like graphics, you can just kind of set like here. I personally just like minimal because it's max frame rate. So I like that. I mean, very high, yeah, I could make the game look all fancy. As you can see, it looks real fancy and really cool. But I drop frames here, and that's just not what I care about. I want max frame rate, because that's what I value when I play a shooter like this. But that's it. I rambled. That's normally what I do. And next video will be a deathmatch. So hope you enjoyed.